Iron in the soul. Today's video is entitled, All Chosen Ones Are Healers. Let's do some work. Let's talk about for a second, if you don't mind, the New Testament spiritual gifts. You think about spiritual gifts. We could break down, I use 4 on this channel. So the 4 gifts are these. Word of wisdom is when you have a word concerning the future. That's a word of wisdom. And that can really be used in business. Steve Jobs did that with the iPhone. Nikola Tesla with all of his inventions. Men and women who can give solutions to future problems, these become your wealthy people. So it's for about 100 of you right now who are entrepreneurs. You have a word of wisdom, you didn't even know that. You're using that gift. So a word of wisdom is a word concerning the future. Then you have a word of knowledge, which is about right now, with the root word being now. And so we have knowledge or facts that have been revealed to you supernaturally. That is a word of knowledge. So when I have some information about you, and I received it in a way where you didn't know that, for example, through a dream. I have one of my followers over here who God gave me a dream about him. Very clear. I think I shared this before. He was on a boat, traveling across the boat on a very dangerous journey. And he was talking to this woman, and he had some things going on in his life. And so I messaged him, said, hey, man, I had this dream about you, man. You were in this boat, blah, blah, blah. And sure enough, he's from the UK, and he moved here to America. What was that? That was a word of knowledge. God gave me some facts of something that's happening to him right now that I would have known any other way. So you have a word of wisdom, a word of knowledge, and then you have prophecy. So Joseph manifested this when he interpreted the Pharaoh's dream. Pharaoh's given a dream about the future, which is a word of wisdom. From that word of wisdom, he didn't know what to do. And so Joseph came with the prophecy. So prophecy is what God is saying. You can know the future and have knowledge and still not know what God is saying. And this is what happens on this platform even now. Everyone who mentions God, they may have some knowledge, they may have some wisdom, but to actually know what God is saying right now, that comes as a spiritual gift. And that's one that cannot be duplicated. So I say all that to say this. This is my purpose of saying all of that. This gift today about healing, this is the only gift where it is used in a plural sense. Every other gift says the gift of discerning of spirits, the gift of prophecy, the gift of fill in the blank. This is the only one that says the gifts, plural, of healing, because healers manifest in various forms. So I want to say to you today, I want you to know how you are a healer. You are a healer if you are a comedian. Some of you didn't believe that. Comedy is a form of healing. King Solomon himself, the wisest man who lived, said that laughter is good like medicine. So men and women who are comedians are geniuses. They literally help people through life. This is why the ones who are good at it have millions of followers all across social media. Laughter is a healing ministry. Mark my word. You didn't know that, did you? You laugh looking at those jokes online. And listen, my talks are serious over here. Big bro love to laugh. I laugh all the time. Don't let me fool you. I'm knowledgeable, but I am not corny. I laugh all the time. I crack jokes with my wife. I keep my wife laughing all the time. My wife calls me a part-time comedian. Why? Because I understand it's a form of wisdom. Wisdom isn't just always preaching at people. Okay? Wisdom is learning how to communicate through comedy. Artists are healers, those who can speak to you through music. This is why in the New Testament it says to speak to one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. Music speaks to people. So when you have the ability to use music, whether it be singing or rap or whatever it may be, musical instruments, that is a healing ministry. Your songs can help people through some of the harsh parts of their life. You healed that person. A person could be going through a breakup, a divorce, loss of job, and they can hear your song and it can shift their whole direction for their whole day. That's the power of music. So many of you, I'm telling you today, you are a healer. I want you to understand who you are. You're not just doing something random. If you are a good comedian, you are a healer. I'll tell you what's good at this. I'm going to give him his credit. I'm not a hater. I'm real. Spiritual soul. Gazer. He's hilarious. I'm going to be honest. The young man is funny. There's jokes, and what he has done, in my opinion, he has tapped into his generation like really no one else, to be honest. I'm going to give him his props. I have seen this man pull off in 4 years what most churches can't do. By himself, he has convinced a lot of people in his generation to stop smoking weed, to get off the corn sites, to tap into their higher self, to tap into their ability, to get out into nature, to take care of themselves. He taught a lot of people this stuff. That was genius. And he did it through knowledge, but he also used humor. That was a lot of wisdom. And so through his work, he helped a lot of people. I'm going to be honest. So when you can use humor and knowledge through music, through jokes, that is a healing ministry. You say, big bro, okay, you know what? I'm not a comedian. I don't tell jokes. I can't do music. Are you a good listener? If you are a good listener, you are a healer and you didn't even know it. Sometimes, ladies, sometimes the only thing men need is a good ear. Why do you think Kanye West paid this lady at a I think it was at a restaurant somewhere, thousands of dollars just to listen to him talk? So yes, sometimes healing is just listening. I don't need nothing from you. I don't need any money from you. I don't want to have intimacy with you. All I need for you to do is to listen to me. And here lies the wisdom of being a good father, by the way. If you want to be a good father, let me get some game today. You want to be a good father? You want to be a good mother? Be a good listener. Let me say it again for those of you who missed it. About 10 of you just missed that comment. If you want to be a good father, you want to be a good husband, be a good listener. Listen to me. This is what a coworker told me at this job one day, right? He's a very bright man, right? Very smart. Good grades. He was one of the smartest at the job. I liked him, actually. And you know what? We were having a conversation one day, and he was talking about his father, how his father always would just talk at him. And he finally said one day in frustration, Dad, I don't want to answer right now. I want you to just listen to me. And he was in his 20s. He wasn't a boy. He was, as a young man, saying, okay, Dad, I don't want any answers. Listen to me. Let me talk to you. And Dad had to bow down and listen. So sometimes, guys, healing isn't always just giving all the answers. And I know I sound like I'm doing it because I'm on YouTube talking to you, right? But even in me talking to you, I understand that this is one form of healing. And I'm going to get to that in a second, the speaking. I'm going to get to that last. That's one form. But sometimes healing comes through listening. People don't always want to answer. Let me talk. And when you are a good listener, people will pay you for that. Coaches are good listeners. Counselors are good listeners. And when you can do that well, you are a healer. So healers are good listeners. Healers are those who are comedians, artists. Let me give you another healer you think about. Personal trainers. They're teaching you how to get yourself physically fit. If you want to change your mood, sometimes just get in shape. Lowering that body fat percentage. Eating a better diet. Nutritionists. Cooks. These people are healing you. This is why it's called the gifts, plural, of healing. Because to be a whole person, you need all of that. And here's why some of you are so imbalanced. You focus on one and you minimize the other. Comedy is needed. There's a time for that. There's a time for music. There's a time to just listen to people. And there's a time for, of course, this one, which you know about, and that is speaking. This is my healing ministry to you through Iron and Soul. I'm talking to you. When you come to my channel, you hear my words, you hear my thoughts, the wisdom God gave me, sometimes dreams, personal stories, some of my deep thoughts that I share with you. And I don't even know you, right? And so you're benefiting from that because I'm using my gift of healing through words, through speaking, right? So speaking can be through music. It can be through comedy. It can be through something like this, a talk. A public speaker. All of these people help to heal humanity, and that you are on this earth as a healer, and people need you. We as humans, we get all type of wounds every single day. Okay, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, relationships, finance. We're constantly taking hits. We're like living, breathing pinatas, just bing, 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 just getting hammed up. That's why I'm iron. Iron me, but Big Bro been taking some hits. You hear me? Bang, woo, and it hurt. Gut shot, bow, body slam, kicked in the behind, body slam, choked out. I'm a fighter. Hey, and that's why you guys like me. I'm telling you why you like me. Big Bro's a fighter. We take those L's and we find ways to heal. And what I know from my life, you need all of this. Why do you think I talk about jokes? Why do I think I talk about music? I talk about God in the Bible. Why do I talk about the gym? Because I'm trying to teach you to be holistic, my boy, sis. If you want to be whole, you want people to like you, be balanced. You want people not to like you, be extreme. Just be about one thing and that's it, and people won't respect you. But if you can show that you are a whole person, you have a comedic element about you, you're a good listener, you're fit, you take care of yourself, you know about God, you know about what's going on in the world, you're balanced. And people respect that.